Hey Jordan and or Adam, if you end up watching this one. I'm making this video to kind of show you what I would do for future prospects, or Adam, if you're interested in looking to improve your online presence. So I go over a few things. First, I usually go over people's websites, and then I'll go over their Google Business Profile and ads. So I'm going to kind of start a little bit out of order for you, but mostly because you don't have a website here. So with that being said, what I'm going to start with is just the Google search, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, so I live in Layton, and it sounds like you live in Layton too, Adam. So this is what a typical Google search is. Up top are your Google ads. The only thing that I don't really see here, this is Thumbtack Networks. Those are both like directories, but concrete driveways, so that's good. It has concrete, but it doesn't say contractors. So like you want to make sure that your keywords are as linked in here as humanly possible. Residential concrete flatwork, I mean, that kind of is it. And then you want to have the location whenever possible. So, or at least, have an inclusive part of it. So, it should say concrete contractors, maybe in Davis County instead of just Layton. But those should all be in your headlines and your descriptions. So that's one thing to get really good click-through rates. When you have a landing page, you definitely want to make sure you put a big call button right up top, maybe a form submit with their information, what you do and where you are, and maybe like an offer, like a 10% off or whatever that may be. That should be your landing page, and then the background image should be something to do with what the search is. So for concrete contractors, maybe some people working on concrete. That's just the Google ads. That usually you pay to be up at the top, and so that's where a lot of people click because you're paying for the lead, so usually you respond. We then move down into the Google Business Profile, and to get into the Google Business Profile, first you need to set up the account, and then to get ranked here, reviews are huge. I have a little trick that helps you get good reviews, and I can explain that later. But then also adding your name, address, and phone number into things like Yellow Pages and Yelp is beneficial because Google's like a big popularity contest. And by giving out your information to as many people as possible, Google will start to trust you more. And that's not just in your local area, but in your surrounding areas as well. And then also adding geotagged, located, and branded photos weekly is beneficial because it shows Google you're growing your business organically. And then doing some updates once a week, once a month, or more, depending on your competition. Based off of this, I'd probably say not too many. But those are all great ways to get the algorithm for when people start to search for, a concrete contractor or stamped concrete or something like that. That all can happen right here as well, but this is location based. And then we move down into the the websites. And these first few are directories essentially for websites. So I did look up LaytonConcreteContractor.com. And then this is kind of what I was talking about. Call now, form submit. The thing is though, on a website you should be able to click around. On a landing page there shouldn't be any clicking around. The landing page should have one function, and that is to contact you. Or at least get your information so you can contact the prospect. So, free estimates, call, those are great. Services, different types of work. What I was looking at though is kind of what you want on your website. So you want anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. And throughout that homepage you want to be found for buyer intent keywords like Layton Concrete because it has a location and also a service. Or, Layton Certified Concrete Experts. Those are all good buyer intent keywords because they have a location and a service. And then as long as you save your images correctly, which I don't see too many images, the background don't count. It's like the actual image themselves. That's a link. Anyway, if you were to save these correctly, instead of it saying, that's not a good one. But when you save them correctly, you could also add keywords in the background because it's counting as content because it's hidden behind the photo. Maybe it's right here. Save link. Save image. Yeah, I don't know where Waukesha looks like the wrong place. So anyway, that's also there. And then I use a tool called Ahrefs. This will show me analytics and where websites are setting. The DR and UR is the strength and trust that Google has for your website. These are on a scale of 100, and you want these balanced and continuously moving up. This current website is at 0.1 and 11, and that's due to referring pages and domains. And pretty much those are just backlinks. And what a backlink is when one website links to another website via clickable button or text. But not all backlinks are created equal, so you do want to make sure to stay relevant to your industry and also location whenever possible. It looks like these guys are being indexed for 5 keywords. And let's just see: concrete contractor Utah, Utah concrete contractor. Those are both great buyer intent keywords if you work in the whole state. But like I said, if you could get down to Layton, Salt Lake, Ogden, depending on where you kind of roam, those are the best ones. And then right here, this kind of goes, I just looked at Layton, Ogden, Salt Lake. But like for repair, there's 60 searches a month for Salt Lake. For cutting, there's 50. Lifting, there's quite a bit. Leveling, contractors. But out of all of these searches, if you're outranking your competitors, a percentage of these total volumes will start to go to your website instead of your competitors. And then a percentage of the people going to your website will give you a call, and depending on your closing rate, will turn into a customer for you. So I really hope that this is beneficial for you, and I look forward to talking to you both soon. Have a good one.